Hi, this is Chris from Mangahigh, and I'm going to be doing the maths lesson for today. So the first thing you need to do is to get logged into Mangahigh, go to the home page, and then make sure you click on login. If you haven't got a login, or if you've forgotten your password, then you can create a login for today. Just go to the link just underneath the video, and you can click on that link and make a login for today. Now, once you've got yourself logged in, you then need to make sure that you've also got a pen and paper ready. So you need to make sure that you can do some rough working if you need to. So in a moment, you need to pause your video and get logged in, get your pen and paper ready, and then restart your video. So good luck, pause your video now. Okay, so hopefully you're logged in and you've got your pen and paper ready. Now, to pass a Mangahigh activity, you need to try to get a bronze medal. When you get a bronze medal, that means you completely understand the topic. Now, every time you have one go, you'll do 10 questions. Each go is 10 questions. Most people need to have 3 goes before they pass and get a bronze medal. So most people do 30 questions before they'll end up with a medal. So whatever you do, don't give up on your first couple of goes. Now, if you do end up with a silver or a gold medal, that means you've done even better than your teacher expects. So if you get bronze, that's good. It means you understand. If you get silver or gold, that's even better. Now, we're going to look at some questions like the ones you're going to be trying today. So we'll go through some questions now, and then I'll give you a chance to practice them on Mangahigh. So today's topic is solving word problems involving subtraction. So you're going to be using takeaway to try and solve problems. Now, these are word problems, so you've got to read the question carefully to see what it is you're being asked to do. You can't just look at the numbers and figure it out. You've got to read the question. So let's read these questions carefully together and figure out how to answer them. So let's start here. There are 16 lollipops in a jar. Joshua and his friends eat 12 of them. So we've got the 16 lollipops here, and his friends, together they're eating 12 of them. How many are left? Now we have to try and complete the number sentence that will solve this word problem. So we've got the answer, 4, but we need to explain how that answer's worked out. Well, you start with 16, and then you get rid of or eat or take away 12 of them. And that is how the answer is worked out. So we're putting in the working to show how the answer 4 is made. And that's all you have to do for this question. Let's look at the next question. Now this says that Alfie has 9 stickers. He gives 4 stickers to his friend. How many stickers does Alfie have left? Well, that's nice and straightforward. We start with 9 and we need to simply subtract 4. That's all we've got to do. Once we've read through the question, we'll realise that he's getting rid of or giving away 4 stickers. 9 take away 4 is 5. So that then gives us the answer. Now, usually you start with some easy questions and then they start to get a little bit harder. So don't think because they're easy at the start that they're going to stay easy. Let's look at another question. It says Jacob has 5 sweets. He eats 2 of them. How many sweets does he have left? Now, it doesn't ask for the answer. It says select the number sentence that shows this word problem. How can we write this problem using numbers? Well, let's just be careful. Start with 5, and then get rid of or eat or take away 2. And so that's the answer. 5 subtract 2. We don't actually have to work out the answer. Now let's look at some questions that are a little bit harder. Let's try this one here. It says Henry has 36 stickers. Joshua has 26 stickers. how many more stickers than Joshua does Henry have? So Henry's got more, but how much more, how much extra is 36 compared to 26? Now there's a few different ways to work this out. You can do it by using takeaway. We can start with 36 and then work out the difference, or how many extra Henry's got, by doing a subtraction. That's one way to do it. And if we do that, 6 take away 6 is 0, and 3 take away 2 is 1. So that's one way to work out the answer is 10. Another way to do this is to start with 26 and figure out how much extra you have to add on to get to 36. How much extra does you have to add to Joshua's stickers to get Henry's stickers? That's another way to think about it, and maybe that's easier for you. Maybe you can realize that starting with 26 to get to 36, you need to add on an extra 10. So that means that Henry has got 10 more stickers than Joshua. So the answer is 10. There's a couple of different ways to try it. Let's look at this next question. We're going to do 2 more questions, and then it's going to be your chance to practice. It says there are 44 seats on a coach, and 38 seats are taken. They've got people sitting on them. The question says, how many seats are empty? So we start with 44 seats on the coach, and we get rid of, or we take away, the seats that have got people sitting on them to see how many are left. So we could do it this way. Okay, well, we'll need to borrow from the tens column, because we can't do 4 take away 8. Borrow 1. Now 14 take away 8 is 6, and 3 take away 3 is 0. So we could do it that way to get 6. But you could also do it like this. Here are the 38 seats with people sitting on them, and there are some extra ones with no one on them, and altogether there are 44 seats on the coach. And we could figure out the extra bit you have to add on to 38 to make 40. How much extra? Well, if you add on an extra 2, you'd get 40, and then an extra 4 to get 44. So it's like counting on or adding on from 38 to 44. You could also do it like this. Start with 38 and use your fingers. 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. And then you've got 6 fingers. So the answer is 6. So you can do it as an add or as a takeaway to get the answer. One more question, and then it's going to be your chance to practice. Let's look at this one here. There are 10 people on the coach. At the stop, more people got on the coach, and now there are 70 people on the coach altogether. How many people got onto the coach at that stop? So there were 10 people, and now there are 70 people. What happened? It went all the way from 10 to 70. So how many extra were added? So you could do this like an add. 10, add some more people to make 70. You could do the question like that. Or you could do it as a takeaway. You could say, okay, there are 70 people on the bus, and I'll take away the 10 who were on the bus to start with and see how many are left. And the answer is 60. So I've done 70, take away 10 is 60. And both of these are different ways of solving this question. We have to pick which one of these has been used. Well, we can see it here. 70 take away 10 is 60. Now, it's now your chance to practice this activity. You can find a link to the activity by going to the second link just underneath your video where it says Topic Today. You can click on that link and that will let you try the topic. So in a moment you should pause your video, try the topic at least 3 times, so do at least 30 questions and see if you can get a bronze medal or better. It takes most people about 15 minutes to try this activity 3 or 4 times, so don't give up on your first couple of goes. When you've tried it and hopefully got a medal, then restart the video and I'll do some questions on paper for you to finish with today. Good luck. Pause your video now. Okay, hopefully you had a really good chance to try those questions, and if you got a medal, well done. Now, let's look at some questions that you can try on paper. Let's look at this normal question first of all. It says, Sarah should have taken 12 sweets. She was only allowed 12 sweets, but she took 18 instead. The question says, how do you work out how many extra sweets Sarah took? So it doesn't ask you to work out the answer, but how is the answer worked out? What's the calculation that you have to do? See if you can work that out. Then there's a hard question. It says that Pedro has 24 coins. He spends 3 coins on bread. He spends 2 coins on lemonade and 17 coins on fish. The question is, does he have enough coins left to buy more lemonade? And then there's a strange question to end with. Sarah has 12 cakes. She gives half of them to her mum. She then gives half of what she has left. Oh, sorry, I think my screen's just gone blank for a moment. Just let me get my screen back. 1 second. Just crashed for a moment. Let me see if I can just bring it back. 1 moment. Let's see. Yep, I think it's back now. Here we go. So let's look at this strange question just here. Just make sure I can write on the screen. Here we go. Here. So we're just going to look at this strange question just here. Sarah has 12 cakes. And let's just bring this 1 moment. I need to redo my screen again. Cool, I think I have it now. Let's make sure it's working. Yes, the screen's working fine. Okay. So let's look at this question again. Sarah has 12 cakes and she gives half of them to her mum. She then gives half of what she has left to her sister. And then she gives half of what she has left to her brother. Question is, how many cakes does she have left after she's given all of those things away? Now, it takes most people about 5 minutes to try these questions. So you can try 1 of them, 2 of them, or if you have time, try all 3 of them and take a bit longer if you need to. So in a moment, you need to pause your video, try the questions on paper, and then when you restart your video, I'll go through the answers for you. So good luck. Pause your video now. Okay, hopefully you had a really good try at those questions, and now we can look at some answers. So let's see here. Sarah should have taken 12 sweets, but she took 18 instead. How do we work out how many extra sweets? Well, she was supposed to take 12, but she took 18. So she took some extra ones. So 18, take away the ones that she should have taken, would leave us with the answer, and that's how we would work out the extra sweets that she took. You could also try it like this. You could start with 12 and figure out the extra ones that she took to make 18. So this would be another way to work out the answer, trying to figure out the answer just here. So that's another way. So 2 ways of doing this question. Okay, let's look at the hard question. Now, Pedro has 24 coins. He spends 3 coins on bread. He spends 2 coins on lemonade and then 17 coins on fish. Does he have enough coins to buy lemonade or more lemonade? Well, let's see how much he spent already. If we add this up, 3 add 2 is 5, 5 add 7 is 12. So I'll put it at 2, carry the 1, and 1 add 1 is 2. So he spent 22 coins. That's how much he spent all together from adding those up. He's got 24 coins though. So how much has he got left? Well, 22 and 2 more would make 24. So he's got 2 left, and that is enough to buy some lemonade. See, the lemonade just costs 2 coins. So has he got enough? Yes, but it would cost him all his money. Let's look at the last question. Now, Sarah has 12 cakes, and I've drawn a picture of the 12 cakes just here. She gives half of them to her mum. So let's draw a line down there, and these go to her mum. So I'll just put the letter M for mum. Those ones go to her mum. What happens next? She then gives half of what she has left to her sister. So these are the ones she's got left. Let's draw them in half as well. Cut those in half, and this goes to her sister. I'll just put S for sister. So she's just got these 3 cakes left now. What does she then do? She then gives half of what she has left to her brother. So I'll just put the cakes here that she's got left. Here are the 3 cakes. She gives half of these to her brother. Well, she can't give a whole number of cakes to her brother, so she'll have to give this one to her brother and then cut this cake in half and give that half to her brother. So her brother gets 1.5 cakes. The question says, how many cakes does she have left? Well, these are the ones that she's got left. It's a half a cake and 1 cake. Altogether, 1.5 cakes. That's what she's got left. Right, that's the end of those questions there. Hopefully you had a go at those, and if you got some of them right, then well done. I'm going to be doing some more live lessons this week and next week, and you can also catch all of the lessons from the past by going to the YouTube playlist for Mangahigh videos, and you can try any of the other classes. So thanks for listening. I hope that helped you a bit with your maths. Bye bye.